up, Peace Kings and Queens? It's your girl Tay, and I'm back with another Instacart video. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys, do a little bit of story time. Just dropping my son off. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. Oh my God, I put $15 in there and I ain't getting nothing but a quarter tank of gas. Ooh, gas is expensive. Anyways, I am headed home. It is about 8:20 and there's a train. 8:20 in the morning. But first things first, you guys, definitely make sure you smash that like button. As always, comment down below, share, subscribe if you haven't already, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you'll be notified. So I got this message or this survey, which I'm pretty sure all of you have seen at some point or another, from Instacart this morning, asking me how likely am I to refer Instacart to a friend or whatever. And I think my response was either a 5 or a 4. And the reason for that is because, for one, well, the reason that I put is because the earnings aren't enough and dealing with oversaturation. Why would I continuously refer, even though I know it's kind of a contradiction, because I leave my referral link in the description box, but a lot of these people are not in the same city that I am, which thank you for those of you who did sign up using my referral link. However, it kind of doesn't do you, it does a disservice to you and a disservice to me if you don't complete the sign up process and if you don't actually follow through. And I'm only saying that because there was quite a few people who used my referral link, but they didn't finish signing up or whatever it is that they were supposed to do. So now I have like a lot of people who have been referred who have been expired. But anyways, that's another subject. So I put that earnings isn't enough and that there's oversaturation. Now I remember in a prior video I was saying to you guys that I have multiple zones in my area that I asked to be assigned to, and the reason for that is because of the oversaturation. It's extremely difficult for me now, even since I've added those extra zones, to get hours in my zone, the zone that I signed up in, the region I signed up in. It is extremely difficult whether I'm there right at 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning, whatever time it is, if I'm right there, or it doesn't matter if I do it a day behind. One other thing that I have noticed is that for me, when I go to pick hours in the zone that I first started working in, they're never available. But then 2 days later, they'll show me all of the hours available for that zone. I don't know if that was just a one-time thing. I'm going to try it out again this week because the very same exact thing happened. I was there yesterday. Everything was open. It said pick up hours for every day of the week. So I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get some good hours. Nope. As soon as I clicked on there, they were trying to send me all the way to East LA, West LA, South LA, and one of the other regions, but no hours absolutely available in Orange County. So I don't think that Instacart's platform right now is strong enough for, before I was excited. How do I say it? I was extremely excited before when I first started, like, yeah, I'm going to tell everybody that I know and this, that, and the third. And I still think that Instacart is okay, but they've been sending out a lot of, excuse my language, but BS orders. I have been trying to do the on-demand, where I work literally on-demand hours, on-demand batches only, and not do any scheduled shifts, because it's been very difficult for me to get scheduled shifts, and the on-demand batches are not coming through either. I would say I see an on-demand batch maybe once every 2 to 3 days. It's not consistent. There's no consistency. So for all these reasons is definitely why I wouldn't refer this platform to anybody right now. Again, let me continue to say to you guys, what I'm saying to you is very market dependent. In my market, that's what it is. However, that's why I continue to drop my referral link, which, by the way, will be in the description box as well today. That's why I continue to drop my referral link in the description box, because even though where I'm at, it's slow, it may be the opposite in another market. Like I said, I've had a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a few people who signed up in different states, Alabama, Ohio, someone signed up, I think it was Piedmont, Triad or Triad. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But there's been quite a few people who've signed out not in the same city that I have been in. I think there was 1 or 2 people that actually signed up in Los Angeles, but I don't work out of Los Angeles. So, oh my God, and then another train. Nope, I'm not about to speed across these railroad tracks. I'm not going to do it. And end up on the 7 o'clock news. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, you guys. I was distracted because, there's a lot of trains by where I am, and they start moving these trains around between like 8:15 and 8:30, and I was going to speed past the tracks because the thing hadn't started to come down yet, but no, I just didn't have a good feeling about that. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Everything is really market dependent. I know that since I've been doing this, I've had a lot of you guys come and tell me, or quite a few of you guys come and tell me how you're making pretty good money in your area, how you're making anywhere from 500 or 800 and above a week in your area. And man, if you guys only knew, I wish I could make about 800 to 500, 500 to 800 a week in my area off of Instacart. That would definitely change my mindset right now. But I do think that Instacart needs to really take a look at their payment structure. Like I said, I think I saw one order. It's like, I almost feel like it's uneven. I saw an order, one on-demand batch, I want to say a day or so ago. And it was for 20 items, 29 units. I think it was about $12. Hold on, the train is going by. Thank God it's what is this, Amtrak? Small train. But yeah, I think it was about $12. 20 items, 29 units, $12 and no tip. Like, come on. And then the mileage, I think the mileage was 9 miles or something like that. That's not a good order for me. I'm sorry, 20 items, 29, that's almost 30 things that I have to put in my cart. I personally don't care if it was 30 packs of Kool-Aid. Well, I may be over exaggerating because that's a completely different thing, but you guys know it's not going to be no 29 packs of Kool-Aid that I'm putting in a cart. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. I've noticed that a lot of the orders that they have put out as well that have heavy items in them, even if you're going to a regular grocery store and they expect you to get like 2 or 3 cases of water, they don't even have the heavy item pay included in the batch earnings calculation anymore. So for me, it's just like they're cutting back on a lot. I don't know why. I really have no idea what's going on with them. But for that reason alone is why I definitely would not refer it, like I said, as much as I have been referring it, because I would just tell everybody to be mindful. Those of you who are more seasoned, of course, I'm pretty sure you already know, everybody has their own way of working the platform. They pick and choose based off of their needs and their thoughts and their own consciousness. But for those of us who are new, like me, I'm still learning. I'm not a master at this. I don't have thousands of orders underneath my belt. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still new. I'm still trying to figure out the kinks and the kinks and the tricks to the trade. So I know for me, my time is valuable, and 29 items for $12 and there's no tip. It's like, come on, no. And then you want me to travel 9 miles? That's 18 miles round trip. No, I'm good. It takes an hour too. If you guys notice, it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't matter. Maybe if you guys have any advice on how to cut that down, but I know for me, it usually takes, depending on how small the order is, I'll say if it's a small order where it's literally just 3 items, it may take me about 15 to 20 minutes in the store. And that's only because, like I said, I can't account for the amount of time it's going to take for me to check out, and they don't account for that either. You could be done in 5 seconds, boom, bam, bam, pick up all 3 items and then get to the register and the line is wrapped around the store, or the cashier is just really, really slow, or training, or new, or anything, or they got to step away from the register because they're doing a shift change. Like, there's so much that could happen in that period where it's affecting your time, and you want to get out of the store in 5-10 minutes because you only got 3 items, but you end up not getting out in that amount of time. You ended up being there for 30 minutes. I remember another order that I did when I first began, and it was actually at a grocery store that I used to work at. So I already knew where everything was in the store, and I shopped it very quickly. And I want to say it was about a 30 to 40 item batch. The pay wasn't that great, but I was still, fresh, brand new. So I figured I'll just take whatever batches that they give me, because I was more wrapped up in my ratings than anything else, and I didn't want to get negative ratings, so I took it. But I shopped the order, and it was on a busy day. I think I said this to you guys before. This particular store is busy on Wednesdays because they have they get an abundance of fruits and vegetables in, so you can go in there and clean up on fruits and vegetables. It's at a El Super. You can go in there and clean up on fruits and vegetables at El Supers, usually on Wednesdays. And then it's when I tell you guys, you can go in there with $10 and you can pretty much fill up your fruit bowl, if you have one at your house, with everything that you need, plus get some of your other vegetables, your onions, your bell peppers, all of your basic fruit and vegetable items you can clean up for $10 is what I'm trying to say. So of course on Wednesdays, from the time that they open to the time that they close, they are extremely busy. So I got this order on one of those days at this store. So I go in there and I shop the order. I get done. Not as quick as I want to get done, but I get done in a good time. And I get to the registers. Line is all the way from the register to the back of the store. Literally. And I mean that literally. Every register that they could possibly have open, they have open. But the line, it was so packed with people that, man, I ended up waiting, I want to say 45 minutes just to get to the register and have my items scanned and checked out. So for that, I believe my metrics for that one was about, for those of you who don't know what your metrics are, it's like they tell you at the end of your shift, they'll tell you how many items, how many seconds it takes for you to pick an item or something like that. It'll be like 119 seconds per item or something like that. So for this particular shop, with everything included, I think it was over 300. It was like over 300 and something seconds to pick items, which it did not take me that long to pick items, but because they incorporate your actual shopping speed with your checkout speed, it ended up being that way in the end. So I was extremely upset. So that's why now it's like, yeah, you just got to be a little bit more choosy and a little bit more conscious about your time. And like I was saying, it takes me a good hour to get in the store, shop the batch, check out the batch, and then deliver. I'm talking about including the delivery and unloading it. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it may take longer, but for the most part, I'm just going to say a general estimate for me would be between 45 minutes to an hour to complete a whole batch. That includes going to the store, shopping, paying for it, and the delivery. So if you're working an 8-hour shift, you know what I mean, you want to try to get as many batches in as you possibly can within your 8-hour shift. Sometimes it doesn't always work out like that, but again, you have to take into consideration the distance. So I'm saying that because if you're working an 8-hour shift, let's just say you say I want to do about 5 batches in this shift today, which is possible. But what if one of the batches that they send you ends up being like 10, 15 miles away? So now you got to travel 20, 30 miles round trip. It's going to take longer than that hour estimate that I gave you to complete that batch. So that's why for me now, it's like all of that, I have to take all of that into consideration. I'm probably just rambling on, but I just wanted to come on and share that with you guys, because I think that with them sending out this email or this survey that they do every now and then where they ask us, will we refer it, or how do we feel about shopping these platforms, but I don't feel like they're taking anything into consideration. I don't think that they're moving quick enough to try to change anything at all. I think they're just, it's kind of like the same way I feel about voting. The same way I feel about voting is the same way I feel about them asking us how we feel about these platforms. You're presenting it like as if we actually have a voice, when in actual reality we don't, because you're going to make the decision to keep running your businesses the way you want to run them in the end. So I'm home, you guys. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, happy Thursday. Don't forget to smash that like button as always. I really, truly appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting from you guys. Comment down below, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And as I said before, push that post button.